Alrighty, good evening, my friends. Hello. Okay, I'm just going to share this to a few places. Just give me a minute to do that. All right. Hello, friends. Let me know if you're here, if you can see me. Hey, T. Girl, I'm going to see you in a week. A week, baby. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. And I'm singing with no voice. No voice, because that's what 5 days of teaching art will do to you. Hello. Giving my friends another minute to sign on since it is only 8:01 and I'm not really prepared. I've got to move some stuff out of the way so I can access my Copics, because tonight I feel like coloring. Happy Friday, y'all. Oh my God. T. Lily told me she can't wait to hug you. That's what she told me the other day. She's so excited too. I just wish we could get there sooner, but literally just started my new job on Monday. So I didn't want my second week to be oh, hey, I need to take a day off. So, but we're heading out Friday right after I get off of work. So we should be there hopefully around 6:30. So yay. Hello, friends. If you're on and here, say hello. Let me know you can see me. Sorry if you were on earlier and I made you dizzy because I had to flip the camera around. So check this out. Guys, I'm using this. This is called Pumpkin Pickup from Catherine Poole. How cute is that? So we're going to do some coloring tonight. I guess we're going to make this pickup truck red. Right? I guess that would be the way to go. I don't know. Yeah, that'll be nice and fallish, right? Maybe I'll try and do it like an orangey red. We'll do that. So I'm just going to start coloring. Cute, right, T? It will be available at the crop. Matching dyes, all that fun stuff. I feel like I haven't colored in a long time. Long time. It's been a minute. I found some Copic paper in my stash that I inherited. Seems pretty nice. Gonna apologize right now for the dog barking because the boys are in the man cave and the dog is outside and he wants to be in the man cave too. And if you heard that door slam, I think that was my husband letting the dog in the man cave. So, friends, today completed my 5th day, marking my first official week of being an art teacher. Woohoo! Which is also the reason why I have no voice. This week I taught 24 classes. And what a week it was. It was fun and difficult and hard and frustrating and exciting and all of that all rolled into one. But I did it. And I'm kind of glad it's over because I feel like today I was finally at the point, still learning, still so much to learn. So much to learn. But I feel like at least now a lot of the anxieties are gone, that I can enjoy it more. As you all know, my last name is Crotchfeld. Today a student called me Mrs. Crotch which was so hard not to laugh hysterically at. So, good times in the art room. I've got a great classroom. So my classroom is like tucked away in the corner of the cafeteria, which is awesome. There's a bathroom in my classroom, and I even have my own printer in my classroom. I mean, that's like exciting stuff for a teacher. For this teacher, anyway, especially like it's my first time teaching, and I'm like, oh, wow, there's a bathroom in my classroom. That's just awesome. I also have one of those BenQs, which is like, I guess it's a smart board or it's like a version of a smart board. I don't really know. That thing is my sworn enemy, I'll tell you that. That thing has given me more problems, so much so that Monday we have a professional development day. I had to sign up for a BenQ class. How embarrassing is that? Because I can't with that thing. It's like it connects to your computer and it projects whatever's on your computer. I mean, it also does a bunch of stuff on its own, which I don't really know about or understand, but it projects what's on your computer. But like, if you forget and you like are doing something on your computer, like you have to be careful, right? If you're answering an email or like on a teacher chat or something, and it's on this gigantic screen. I mean, it's a huge screen at the front of the room. So I thought it wise, since I had so many problems with it. One day the big smart screen went out and I couldn't get it to work. And then I finally found out that I had the settings to be set on computer only, because apparently that's a thing. Then yet today I thought my computer died. I really thought my computer like completely died because the BenQ was working, but the computer wasn't. And then I realized that I had the settings to show BenQ only. Yeah, so that's the what's been going on with that. Me and that board have a love-hate relationship, I'll tell you that. So that was a bit of my week. How was y'all week? How was your week, T? All right, so I'm coloring this little pickup truck. It's cute. I love it. This set is really fun. Totally get why you have to take a class on it. First of all, like, I'm not kidding you when I'm telling you that it's huge. I mean, I can't even like reach the top of it because it's on this gigantic rolling stand. So on top of this stand, I mean, the board itself has got to be like 4 feet high, probably by like 5.5 feet wide at least. But up on this stand, I would say the top of the screen, it's probably 6.5 feet high. It's really big, really, really big. So, gonna take a class and see how that goes. I'm also taking a Canva class. How crazy is that? Even though Canva is like my sworn enemy, because being a graphic designer, like Canva really is hurting graphic designers industry. But I'm going to embrace it since I guess I'm still a graphic designer, but I'm not a practicing. Well, I still do a little freelance work. But yeah, I decided to embrace it and I'm going to take a Canva class because I feel like this stuff is kind of where things are going. So I might as well know what I'm doing. And apparently there's like a lot of great educational stuff that you can do in Canva. So I'm going to learn how. So I'm coloring the cute pickup. It's funny because I found this paper, this little Copic paper, in a stash of stuff that belonged to Donna, and Donna loved red pickups. So look at that little dog popping up. Do you see that? How cute is that? Is that my friend Amy that I'm going to see in 1 week? 1 week. T says my week was good, considering I'm just so excited to be getting closer and closer to having the vacation. Amy, you just missed like one of the funniest things that happened this week. A kid today called me Mrs. Crotch. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was awesome, because it was pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. It's so cute when I see the kids at lunchtime and they're like, aren't you the art teacher? And I'm like, heck yeah, I am. I almost used the wrong color. Stories that I come home with. 5-year-olds say the cutest stuff. They absolutely do. The cutest. Five-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, they're all cute. Okay. So there's our pickup truck. Hi, Arlene. Arlene, I'm going to see you next week, right? I think I am. Okay. So if you guys, anybody that joined late, I'm using this stamp and die set. This is going to be available next week. I have the coordinating dies. So I felt like doing some coloring. So I'm doing a little coloring. I haven't colored in a while. Pretty excited about that. Too bad I've got so much stuff blocking my markers over here. Sorry if I just moved the camera. I'm trying to reach back to my markers in the corner. Okay. I wanted to work on the tires. I will be there sometime Saturday. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. I will be there Friday night. Lily and I are coming Friday after I get out of work. School/work. What am I going to do with the middle of that tire? I'm not sure. Guess we'll do like another gray, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. It's all yours, Amy. Although you know what's going to happen. I already could see it in my head. Lily's going to be like knocking me down to get to everybody first. I know that kid. I know she's going to do that. So, what's everybody up to this weekend? Anything fun? Anybody crafting this weekend? I kind of will be crafting. I have something really exciting and special that I have to finish working on for next weekend, but I can't tell you guys what it is because it's a surprise. Although my design team girls know what it is. They know what I'm up to. They know, they know. What was that? 4? Where's 3? I guess I don't have 3, so I'm going to go with 2. All right. That'll work. Yeah, so Amy, could you believe 1 week down as a teacher? Is that not nuts? Like that flew. That absolutely flew. I was supposed to go apple picking. We're going to craft. Well, listen, I would choose crafting over apple picking. No offense, my friend. Love you, but love crafting. Yeah. Hit the wrong button and had to log. Oh, no worries. No worries. Amy, were you here when I was talking about the smart board in my classroom and how I'm taking a training class because I'm not smarter than the smart board by any means? I'll put these back later because I don't feel like putting all of these back. Now, let's do some pumpkins. Oh my God, Amy. So I was telling the girls before, it's a BenQ. I don't know. It's this it's gigantic. Like it's on this huge stand thing with wheels, and the top of the screen is like, no joke, it's like 6.5 feet. And I mean, I know it does like a lot of cool stuff. I just don't know how to do any of that other than like hook it up to my computer to like project stuff that I'm showing the class. Um, so yeah, I'm taking I have professional development on Monday. I'm taking a BenQ class because this week is that Michelle or is that Carrie? I just noticed you there. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are excited about the surprise. There's going to be so many surprises. And also, forgive my hoarse voice because this is the result of teaching 25 art classes this week. Wait, 25, 24. Yeah, 24 art classes total this week. I don't know how many kids that is, but 25 times like 22. That's how many kids I taught art to this week. Crazy. It was crazy. I'm so glad that like week 1 and the first day are over. Technology is overrated. Hear ye, hear ye. Amen to that. It's like funny how like I remember when my kids started school and like they were like when Lucas was in preschool and we had something to do where we went and visited the class and like walking into the class and seeing this thing and being like, what the heck is that? And now like, okay, so first I feel like the migration was this. We had blackboards. I had blackboards as a kid. I do remember I had one math teacher that used to use an overhead projector with the film, and she would use like a dry erase board on the film, and she always had like dry erase marker all over her hands. But we had blackboards, and then all the classes switched to white dry erase boards, right? And then it all switched to smart boards, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. All right, I am looking for my YGs. I want to do these stems, this like funky green color. Oh, and you know what? I got to get my oranges back out because I got this little pumpkin over here too I want to do. So yeah, so professional development is on Monday, and there's like a whole course catalog of classes that we can take, and I signed up for the class on the smart board because I'm not smart when it comes to the smart board. It's like seriously my sworn enemy. I hate the thing, but also like use it a lot. Writing on it is really, really weird. I had to do that for a class or 2 or 3 or 25. And it's so weird because you try to write with this big, gigantic pen, I don't know, thing that has like a plastic tip, and there's a delay. Like literally, there's a delay. So it's like you try to write something, and then like a few seconds later, it shows up. It's so awkward. All right, enough about that, friends. I'm done being a teacher for this week. I'll do it again next week. Can we talk more about the crop? I want to talk about that. I'm going to show me what's a smart board. So it's, yeah, basically what T said. I mean, it's gigantic. It's probably like 4 feet high by like 5.5 feet wide. And some of them are like literally mounted to the wall. Mine is on a big, it almost looks like a big coffee table thing on wheels. And you plug your laptop into it. Like the school gave me a laptop, and you can basically project anything that's on your computer. It shows up on this gigantic smartboard in front of the classroom. So it is like a big movie screen. So, like, for example, I don't read books to the class anymore. I find them on YouTube, and then they're usually animated, and you can pretty much find any like kids book, and I'll go to YouTube and find the kids book, and then my computer's plugged into the smartboard, and I project it onto the smartboard, and it's like a gigantic movie screen in the classroom. Every classroom has it. And then like you can write on it, you can draw on it, you can go on the internet on it. Like literally you can do anything. It's pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of insane. And it has like a stylus that you can use to write on it, but like it's awkward. Like it definitely is, like it takes some getting used to. All right, I'm going to do my leaf in these E's right here. So yeah, and like there's settings so that like you can, so like whatever is on your computer screen will show on the smartboard. So like for my desktop picture on my computer screen, I found this like really cute paint splattery splashy thing that says welcome to art. So I plug my computer in, and then that's what the kids see when they walk into the room. But then like everything you're doing on the computer, so like if you like are checking email, or if I'm on like GChat with another teacher, like I have to remember that my computer is plugged into the smartboard. So there's all these different settings so that you can have it like project only like another screen, and then you could have one screen that's private. It's so confusing. So like a few times this week, first I thought the smartboard was broken, then I thought my computer was broken because I couldn't figure it out. So Monday, I'm taking a class. Oh, I just smudged outside the lines. Yeah, Monday I'm taking a class on the smartboard because, again, it is my sworn enemy right now. Those leaves should probably be green. Okay, I am having too much fun with this adorable little pickup truck. Is this not the cutest? All right, let's go back to crafts. I said I don't want to be a teacher anymore. Until next week, of course. Right now, I want to talk crafty. I want to talk about this upcoming weekend because I am so stinking excited for this. I can't wait to see everybody and meet so many of our friends. It's going to be awesome. I'm just trying to pick out a color for my sunflowers there. I are 24, 23. Nope. Uh-oh. Some of my markers are out of order. Who did this? 23. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 23, 24. This one is definitely not in the right spot. Sorry about that. Make sure. Thanks, T. T says make sure you like the video and subscribe. T, you're the best. The best. Okay, so how cute is this? So this stamp set and coordinating dies that we're going to use in a little bit will be available next weekend. And there's going to be so many surprises. I'm going to be finishing working on one of them this weekend that you guys are going to, I hope you're going to love, love, love. There's so much stuff coming this weekend. You guys are going to be blown away. It's really going to be pretty spectacular. I'd say it's going to be one of the best crafting events you'll go to ever. Ever, ever. I want you to picture and think about the best crafting event you've ever been to and then times it by 1,000. And not just because I'm going to be there. I'm just kidding. Okay, I know I said this before, but for anybody joining late, the cutest thing in the world right now is that little dog popping his head out the window, and I think it's hysterical that he's on the driver's side because that's like totally something my dogs would do. Okay. I need to do some leaves. I'm like kind of sticking with these like olivey green colors. I just like the way that looks. Do I have that out already? YG67. Oh God, I said it. You heard that, right? 6-7. Are you guys familiar with this new trend? This has been a fun one in the school. Oh no, I found more markers that are out of order. I can't find 6-7. Oh, I found it. Yep, it was mixed up. Oh my God. Amy, you know what I'm talking about? 6-7. My kids hate when I say it. So it's hilarious because when I was still at the high school, obviously it's like really popular in the high school and the middle school. And when I was at the high school, the teachers would like sneak it in. So, like this one teacher was like, all right, guys, you can log on to your Chromebooks. You have a couple of questions to do for today. It's not a lot. It's only like 6 or 7. Oh, it's hilarious. I would crack up when the teachers did that. That's going to be like the most popular teacher Halloween costume this year. One of the aides at my school asked me, she's like, we should dress up as a 6 and a 7. So funny. It probably got mixed up when you had to move the craft room. Well, yeah, I mean, I did put them all back one by one, but I mean, I have like 200 of them. And one day I sat here and I put them all back one by one, and like I probably just messed them up, but that's okay. I'm fine. And I mean, they're all kind of like in the general vicinity. They weren't too far. It was pretty much just like two of them were like switched, like flip flopped. That's okay. All right, hay bales and the dog, and then we can start cutting and putting this card together. Um, what are we doing for hay? Hay. Let's see. Sorry, I hope you guys can't tell or can tell. I'm like deliriously tired. Hey, what do I want to do? Hmm. I'm struggling to decide here. I'm thinking maybe in these Y's right here. Let's see what I got. YR. Did I use YR? Yeah. Nope, can't do that. I use the YRs for these flowers. I feel like hay bales are like more like beigey. Like I'm gonna look in here. Or like a lighter brown. Like try this, like 50 E57 maybe. Let's give something like that a shot. Let's go 57, 53. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do this. And then let it blend out. And I'm just going to do a little bit in here. And then we got to decide what color our doggie's going to be. So the cutest thing, I know, here I go, back to school again. I did like an introductory like slideshow, and I had pictures of my dogs, and then I asked everybody, like the kids, like I would talk about how my dog Hunter is a big dog, and does anybody want to raise their hand and guess how many pounds he weighs? And like there was always a kid in a class that would raise their hand and be like 7,000 million pounds. It was like the cutest thing, and it never got old. Okay, so What is everybody bringing to work on next week? That's what I want to talk. It's been a week, but now you're in the happy place. And in 1 week, we'll all be together in the happy place. So happy together. I can't even sing, T. Literally, like, I got a 50-ounce water jug, and I drink one every day. Like, by the end of the day, I've got it finished. Oh, and we got to do the center of the flowers. I almost forgot about that. 18. Oh, I'm doing the unthinkable right now. I'm not putting my markers back. Okay, so tell me, what is everybody working on next weekend? I think I'm bringing like straight pages. Like, I think I want to work on pages. Maybe some page kits, that type of thing. I think that's what I'm doing. I might bring like a Halloween album kit. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But you did it. I have no idea what I'm bringing, but I have my photo printer. Oh, I like that, T. T, are you flying or driving? And girl, if you're flying, you're better than me, because this mama don't fly. That ain't gonna fly with me. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Driving. Okay, I'm working on a 12 by 12 pages for. Oh, awesome, Amy. I can't wait to see that. I love that. I love it. Okay, the dog. I don't know. I was thinking a black and white dog, but I don't know. That's going to kind of ruin the theme. So I'm going to do a brown doggy. And like with a lighter brown face. So let's look at like 59. I like that. E59. I haven't gotten that far yet, right? I know. I hear you, Arlene. I'll be doing it Thursday night. Okay. And 57. You guys, seriously, though, it's going to be so amazing. There's so many surprises that are going to be happening. So, I mean, get excited. Take my word for it. This is going to be like no other event. I don't know how Michelle is pulling this all off, but when you guys see what's going to be going on and all the surprises that are going to be happening, you're going to be like, holy moly. Holy guacamole. Holy for holies. You're going to say all of those things. Mark my words. Core memory event. You're not kidding, Amy. T says we have to remind each other to take pictures. Listen, if we're all scrapbookers together at a scrapbooking event and we don't take pictures, well then, I don't know what to say about that, my friend. Okay. So my truck is done. My little pieces are done. Let me put this away. And let's start putting this together. So I picked out that color to mount my card on. So I'm going to do some cutting. I just want to cut this edge off because it's smushed. So our regular card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's one of these. So I am going to cut this. See how big. Oh, good. We got enough. I'm going to cut this 4 by 5 1/4. So that can go on the front of my card. Very good. And I got to get my die cut machine. So bear with me. Photos, that is, because I always forget to take pictures. Okay. See, you know who's going to remember, right? It's going to be Jessica. I know she is. Don't mind me. I'm just wheeling over to get my die cut machine. Oh, my God, this thing is heavy. Did I ever tell you guys the story? I know I've told it on lives before, but maybe not to this crowd. Yeah, Amy will remember too. I'm counting on her. When I had my first apartment, and oh gosh, this is new, and I have no idea where my snips are. See that? Oh, wait. I got them. Yay, I found them. So when I first moved out on my own, I had one of those old, oh my God, I can't remember what it was called now. I think it was a Sizzix. It was like the old red one that had the big crank bar. Do you guys remember that? It had like a big, like a big thing that went like this wah, wah. It was like a big handle thing. It was nuts. And the thing weighed a ton. So when I had my first apartment and I was like a little nervous, I slept with the thing under next to my bed. But like the funny part is, I don't know what I was going to do with it because it's not that I could like reach down and grab it with one hand. The thing weighed like 90 pounds. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking with this thing next to my bed. Like if I had an intruder, I was going to be able to grab it and hit him with it. Well, I don't know. I was young. Who knows what was going through my head? Okay. I'm definitely going to tape this. Whoops. Oh, I feel like that shifted a wee bit. All right. Hopefully I did not mess that up. I'm just going to cut these apart. I need that pumpkin. And I need this leaf. Okay. So I got to just grab some tape. Oops. Oh, that's a little sticky. Please excuse my terrible nails. I'm way overdue to do my nails. A good idea when adrenaline gets pumping, you probably could have thrown it. I don't know. Maybe. I hate to tell you how many times I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and whack my foot on it, though. Okay, there we go. I mean, it's like this thing, you know. I can barely lift this thing. Ooh, that's a good cut I got on that. That makes me happy. Yay. I always stick my tape on there and just reuse it for next time. Okay. And I'm just putting my dies back in the package so that I don't lose them. There's a lot of cute elements on this stamp set. This is adorable. I gotta show you guys the full set again in a second. Just give me a moment to get this big bad thing out of the way. Okay, and then we gotta pick our background too. I think I want to stamp a background. All right, so I am just gonna get. I think I'm gonna get spiced. Oh my God, I'm like kicking everything and knocking everything over. We'll do spiced. And then I want like a golden-y. How about, I don't know. Let's try sauna. Let's see how that looks. I don't even know yet if I'm going to use them both, but let's see. I'm just going to grab a piece of white cardstock. So bear with me for a sec. I need some plain white paper. Not a card base. Come on. Sorry, having technical difficulties with my fingers. Oh, you know what? I'm really glad that the crop is next weekend and not this weekend, because I wouldn't want to do it this weekend. I'm too tired. And I'm like brain fried. That's the other thing. That is definitely the other thing. Okay. So I figured let's look at this. Look at all these cute little things, right? So you have the pickup truck here that is filled with all this stuff, right? And then the pumpkin, this extra leaf. There's the sunflower cluster, and then there's another leaf right here. And then the sentiments say, autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. Plant smiles, harvest love, make today overflow with joy. So I think, I don't know if I want to stamp this right on. I wanted to stamp a background. Like, okay, I'll show you what I was thinking. I'm going to take the pumpkin. Okay, let's see. Let me just go back and look at, I take photos and steal them from others. Yep. That is funny, but I got an idea when adrenaline gets, oh, okay, I read that already. Just making sure I was caught up. Okay, so when I use like one little stamp like this and I want to stamp a background pattern, I always start in the center and then work my way out. So like that. And then I'm going to turn and turn. Okay. There's some pumpkins in the background. And then I think I'm going to do, gosh, I love that color. I think I'm going to do the sunflowers. Do the sunflowers or the leaves? Nope, I think I'm going to do the leaves in between. And I'm going to use that yellowy color. Use that. Oh, so guys, I owe a big apology. I realize that it is at October 10th, and I have not yet posted October's card challenge, and that is entirely my fault, because it is up to me to do that. And my dear Amy was kind enough to do October's sketch. And hold on. Good enough. And, oops. Yeah. I haven't posted it yet. So I apologize, my friends, for that. It's been a little crazy. I will get that done this weekend. Well, it's a good sketch, Amy. I like it. It's different, so I definitely want to get it out there. Okay. So that's a pretty fun background, and I'm not going to fill any of that in or anything. I'm just going to leave that as a background pattern to put my truck on. Beautiful fall colors. Okay. That's it. I think oh, no, we still have to, I got to grab another piece of paper. I'm so sorry, friends, because I want to stamp our sentiment. I think I'm going to do the sentiment in spice. Spicy. Okay. I'm going to get a bigger brick. Oh my God. So it was freezing in my house earlier, right? And it was like 62 degrees. And I'm like, okay, we got to turn the heat on. And my dad is an HVAC guy of 50 years because when I turned the thermostat, it wouldn't go on. So I called my dad and he's like, did you check this? Did you check that? Did you put the switch on? So we do all the things. It's still not working. He says, you gotta change the batteries in the thermostat. I think that's it. And I'm like, but I can see all the stuff on it. No, you gotta change the batteries. So literally change the batteries, snap the thermostat back on the wall, and instantly the heat comes on. Now the problem is down in my craft room, there's a vent right over my head, and it's like sweltering down here now. Now I'm like living in a sauna. Okay, so I'm going to do this little trick. No, that's not how the trick goes. It's like that, isn't it? Hopefully I cleaned this stamp good enough. If I didn't, I'm going to ruin it. Let me grab a pencil. I moved it. Yeah, I keep bumping into it. I know. All right, there we go. Cut this out. Let me grab my scissors. It just gave me like a little guide so I kind of keep it even all the way around. My daughter just texted me. Asked, when are we hanging out? Girl, why aren't you watching my live? Am I right or am I right? She must have forgot. She's at that age where she just spends a lot of time in her room on her phone, and I don't like it. I'm not going to lie. She's going to be 12 on October 24th. Yeah, 12. Seriously. Like, I remember when I started doing lives, and she was like so little and cute. She used to come on them with me with her little cute little girl voice. Nah, no more. She's like almost a teenager. Wait, I have never thought or saw someone do that. My mind is blown. Really? Yeah. Pretty neat, right? That's not like a me thing. I want to say I think I saw Simon Hurley do that like a million years ago. Okay, so and then I did 4. Hopefully I did that right. Et voila. Okay. All right, let's put her together. Got my glue ready to go. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. I love that she still asks you to hang out. Yeah, usually on Friday nights, my husband goes to poker and my son plays video games or goes to the football game. And so then her and I just chill. And well, I know that she's excited, as am I, because for the longest time, I mean, really long time, the television in my room has not been working. And there was Prime Day this week, so I finally bought a new Fire Stick for the TV because that's all we have is streaming. And she actually set the Fire Stick up for me earlier today. So she's like excited to snuggle in my bed and watch TV and eat popcorn. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I am too. T, shut up, eyes. I've never thought to turn over. I'm telling you, T, I didn't think of it. I saw somebody do it. for the, when you don't have a die, just makes it easier, I suppose. Okay, so I'm definitely going to pop this stuff. So I got my truck. Oh my gosh, that is so stinking cute. I think I'm going to put my pumpkin over here by my truck with my leaf. And then my sentiment is going to go up there. Okay, so let me get tweezers. Oh, Lord, where are my tweezers? Okay. Oh, now I'm just knocking everything over. Some foam adhesive. Oh my God. I really hope that I'm just stuffy from the heat and that I'm not coming down with something because, kid germs. And listen, I'm not going to lie. Kids are pretty gross. And I try to use hand sanitizer, but I always forget. And my son and I, we keep count of how many kids pick their nose. So like every day he'll ask me for the nose pick count because he knows that like it drives me absolutely crazy. And today in one of my classes, I had 2 kids picking their nose constantly. 2 in one class. I'm not lying. I was dying. And when I texted Lucas, I'm like, oh my God, 2 nose pickers in one class. I'm sorry, that's gross. I shouldn't be talking about that. Okay, so that is going to pop out right there. I do take a multivitamin. Is Airborne something that you take every day, though? And, like, honestly, like, right now my throat is so hoarse and dry, but it's been like that by the end of the day all week. Because, again, I'm teaching 5 classes a day. And, kids are loud, man. And I'll tell you, like, a big part of it is I have lunch duty. And it's so loud. They have 2 lunch periods for the kindergarten, one for the kindergarten, one for the first grade. And I'm on lunch duty for both of them. And it's just so loud. So like if you're standing there and you're talking to somebody, you're like basically screaming at each other. It's pretty much like any holiday at my house growing up, at my childhood house growing up. If you're Italian, you know what I'm talking about. That dog is too much. How stinking cute is that dog? Yeah, and I'm going to put my pumpkin right there. And I'm going to bring this with me. I'll bring this with me to the crop. So if anybody wants to see it, because I think Michelle's going to have these stamps and dies available. I'm not sure every day, but it helps your immune. And I agree there are little incubations. Oh my God, T, you're not kidding. They're just gross. Because, like, they don't... Okay, so here's what I don't understand. These kids buy lunch, right? And they go up to the lunch thing and they get their tray. And they come back to the table and there's no napkins on their tray. I don't understand this. So at, like, every other table, there's, like, what do you call it? There's, like, a caddy that has, like, tray... it's like a caddy that has napkins, plastic forks. So, like, the kids, if they ask for a napkin, you go over to the caddy and you get a napkin. So I asked one of the aides, I'm like, don't their lunches come with napkins? She's like, no. And I said, well, then, like, if a kid doesn't ask for a napkin, where are they wiping their mouth? And she's like, on their sleeves. I'm like, oh, cool. Ouch, I just stabbed myself with a tweezer or something. All right, well, there you have it. That is my card with, this is called Pumpkin Pickup from Catherine Pooler with the coordinating dies. And there we go. Thanks. So in 1 week, we will be in person. I am so excited for that. I cannot wait to see y'all. It's going to be amazing. You're all going to be blown away when you see all the amazing surprises that are in store. It's going to be so much fun. If you haven't seen the schedule, check out the schedule in the Facebook group. It's going to be amazing. So I'm going to take my lack of a voice and go make some hot tea and hang. Thank you guys so much for chilling. I'll see you next week.